All right, a warm and sincere welcome to all the participants gathered here with us today. We truly value and appreciate your presence. Becoming a LinkedIn influencer is a strategic way to establish yourself as an industry thought leader, build a professional brand, and expand your network. This session will help you enhance your presence on LinkedIn, position yourself as an influencer in your industry, and contribute meaningfully to professional conversations. HR Association of India welcomes you all to the 2024 Dialogue Masterclass series on the topic Be an LinkedIn Influencer. To know more about HRA and its events, I would request all our participants to visit the link and details posted in the chat window. Request all the participants to follow the webinar guidelines mentioned in the chat window. It would be great to have all the participants' feedback. We will be running a poll before the Q&A session. So request all the participants to give your feedback on the session. I now hand over the platform to Mr. Ravi Nair, founder, CEO, co-founder, and director of Rich Minds Center of Excellence, Team Edge. Over to you.
Hi, Faisal. Thanks a lot, Faisal. That was a good start. So, hello, participants, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm going to share my slides, but look at the slot I've been given. Post lunch, सब खा पी के आए हैं मस्त एकदम. And I've been given the task to make sure you don't sleep. Okay. So I'll try my best to do that. Okay. So let me just share my slides. So all of you can. We're going to make it a very interactive session. Okay. Have fun, talk, chat. If you want to ask me something, you can always ask. Let me just start my slides once again. Okay, Faisal, you're able to see the main screen, right?
Right now, I can't see anything.
Once again, I have not shared it. Okay, got it. Now?
Yes, now I can see the main screen.
Perfect. So I think I'll ask all the audience also. I hope just type a quick yes on the chat box that you're able to see everything fine. I look the same guy as you see on the screen. That's very important. Let me look at my chat. Okay. So welcome, guys, and a very good afternoon to all of you. A lot of people are just coming in. No problem. We'll just start with the initial chat, and then we'll move towards. So today, what we're going to cover is a couple of things. Like I've been. So let me just briefly introduce myself first, so that you know whom you're talking to, whom you're listening to, right? And then from there, I will move towards. I'll tell you how the journey is going to go about today, quickly, right? So a quick introduction about me. My name is Ravi Nair. Okay. And I'm the founder and CEO of a company called as Rich Mind. It's a training and development company, right? And I'm also the co-founder and director with a company called TMS Corporation. We are a third-party staffing company based out of Bangalore. My partners sit there in Bangalore. I'm in Mumbai, right? And we do staffing for a lot of companies across India. I'm also the director on a company called as Guardwell Prime Security Services. So we basically provide physical security across South. So, but talk about all the good brands in South, Britannia, TVS, Motors, Apple at one point of time, TCS. This are all secured by us. Okay, just some bit of work which I do. There's a council called the US India Importers Council, where I'm the president right now for this season until next year. So basically, we deal with any companies which want to do business in the US. They can always talk to us. We'll help them out, right? I worked with the US government for about 14 years, from 1994 to 2007, and then I moved to the private sector. I moved to London for 5 years. We acquired a company called Shield Guarding in London. Just excuse me a bit. I'll just put on the air conditioner if you don't mind, because it's getting warmer than expected. Sorry, guys. So, so that's a bit about me in terms of my previous past experience. And quickly, I'll run through what I've been doing in terms of academics. I'm an alumnus of the Indian Institute of Management, Lucknow, certified NLP practitioner, a lot of HR. I mean, the entire families of HR here today. So you all probably know about NLP. Most of you would know about it, right? I'm a clinical hypnosis practitioner, so I've done my hypnosis workshop also. I'm a fellow member of the Indian Institute of Leadership Management, UK, member of ICF, obviously because I'm a coach and a trainer. So it's like the mecca of coaching, Indian Coaching Federation, right? I'm certified happiness coach. I don't know how many of you are with Wellinkers. I'm just trying to see where my messages are. I'm not able to see my message box. Chat, right there. Okay, so all of you, how many of you have done something with Wellinkers? Either studied there or worked there or something like that. Can you quick say yes if you have been there, or no if you've not been there? No. Faisal is no, yes is no. Okay, fine. Wellinkers is one of the very popular institutes in Bombay. It's a management institute. Don't worry, if you've not been there, it's one of those many institutes in India today. I just asked you, I wanted some interaction with all of you guys. Thanks, Rahul. Thanks, Sham. Thanks, Faisal also. Right. So basically, I'm a visiting faculty there. So I give lectures there for the management development programs. Right. That's one of my hobbies, which I go there. I mean, I love the ambience out of the place. I won the Benjamin Franklin Award. Basically, when I was working for the US government, they gave out this Benjamin Franklin Award for meritorious service. So I was lucky enough to get it from Condoleezza Rice. Right. I've written a rap song. When you go on YouTube, just check it out. These are just fun facts about me. So this song won the Global Music Award in 2019. So that's a COVID time when you sat at home, got nothing to do. So that is the time I wrote this rap song. And luckily went out to get something good, make something good. So I just want to tell you guys, we all in HR, we're doing whatever we're doing, or whatever you're doing in life right now. We all have some passion about things. Just follow it up. Don't let it just die. आपको शौक है गाने का गाना को. Like I have never sung a rap song before, so it took me 700 rehearsals to do it, but I did it. Right. Then I was bold enough to send the song to Global Music Awards also. And guess what? I mean, they gave me the bronze medal, of course, for the best lyrics, not for my singing. Okay, that's okay. Right. But they give it for my lyrics, which is good, not bad. Right. And I have got a place in the Guinness Book World Record, basically for a marathon which I completed. It was an ultra marathon which we did in India. So I love to run. I'm a runner. So I almost have a workout schedule every day morning. And I'm very active on LinkedIn. And so if you see on the post right now, I think they gave me the top voice for coaching. So how the top voice works is very simple. They give it for 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, depending on how LinkedIn feels your interaction. And it's purely given on interaction with people. Like if they feel you are a subject matter expertise on a particular topic, then they award you the top voice, right? So I got it 3-4 times, and they take it back after 6 months. Then they give you something else, top voice is something else. I got it one for communication also. Though I'm not a communication coach, honestly. I mean, I love to talk. That's a different thing. But they give it to me for some reason. So depending on expertise and how people how to interact with you, they give you this award, right? And it's very important. Like once you get a top voice, right now it's not there on my profile. They might be giving back something else. I don't know, right? So let's move on. These are now I'm going to share some photographs and images just to tell you that LinkedIn really helps. I want you guys to understand something. That LinkedIn is one of the best platform, and we're going to see how, why people are not able to do it and stuff like that. But I really want to emphasize on the fact that I really feel people are not using LinkedIn. And the reason, when Peter spoke to me about this masterclass and said, what topic would you like to talk about? I have a range of topics because I'm a trainer, I'm a keynote speaker, I speak in various events. I can give you 10 different topics. Right now I'm working on a topic called as karma management, karma blueprint management. Okay. I'm almost 5 courses in the US and in the UK. It's my top running courses right now. But I said I want to talk about LinkedIn influencer because I really feel, especially in HR, because we are so busy, and which the management does not think. And I know I've been an HR head for almost 14 years, an L&D head also. So I know how the management thinks about us. They said, ये लोग तो कुछ करते ही नहीं है. I mean, and so that's what they think, right? You know, and I know a lot of you might be smiling. Some of you might get angry when you hear this, but that is a fact. And I sometimes feel why it happens is because we are not created value for ourselves. We have to create value for ourselves, right? This is what worked for me. Like, I got a lot of connections on LinkedIn, and I'll show you how the journey was. But I quickly want to summarize some images and stuff like that, and then we'll discuss further, right? So this is me with Amir Khan. Again, I met him through a friend via LinkedIn. It's a very popular scriptwriter who started loving my content on LinkedIn, like the way I write or whatever it is. And if you, of course, once you meet, interact, you can go through my profile. I'm a regular. I just post some basic, simple things, and I also tell you what I do on LinkedIn. Okay, I don't post any fancy stuff. No techie stuff. No complicated stuff. No too much of complicated English. Very simple English. If you see my post after you finish the session, you'll see. I mean, the basic लिखता है बंदा और कुछ करता ही नहीं है. That's what. And I'll tell you, but what is the secret behind it? Okay. Basically, what I want to emphasize here is I'm not somebody who teaches people how to do LinkedIn programming. I just want to bring awareness. I want to tell you what stops you from being a LinkedIn influencer, and which is very easy. When you think about the word influencer itself, many people get scared. Influencer, oh my God, something big. No. Relax. I mean, by the time you finish session, you'll say, oh my God, why did I not become an influencer? Right? So this is me with Amir Khan. We did some work together. I can't actually say it on the screen right now. I mean, so one second. Why is my screen going up and down? Okay, and then I'm just showing you some random photographs. This is Parag Joglekar, CFO of Aditya Birla Sun Life. If somebody is from Aditya Birla, you might know him definitely. He's the current CFO. This is me with Anil Verma, the CEO and Executive Director of Godrej Industries. He's the first non-family member of Godrej who has been made the CEO and the president. We became good friends over a period of time. We interact, we speak to each other, right? I mean, we build a good relationship. And how LinkedIn has helped me is I get a lot of my trainings from LinkedIn connections, right? So that has really helped me a lot. A lot of counseling business, a lot of training business, a lot of networking business. I mean, where you connect people to people for different businesses also, right? This is me with Mohit Damne. You must have heard of Republic TV. Arnav is there on the screen all the time. So this guy is number 2 there in Republic TV. He reports to Arnav. So this is one of the network which I've built. I'll show you some more. That's it. This is Mike Hankey, the Consul General of the US Consulate Mumbai. If anybody is going to US Consulate Mumbai for visas, this is the place. Of course, don't go and tell Mike my name. Okay. I mean, we know each other. We're good friends. I had done lovely training for him in the consulate for about 30 American officers. So, and all happening through LinkedIn, connections, building. This is Ravi Marga Sahib, the global ambassador for NASA. Now, imagine we got connected on LinkedIn about 2 years back, and we started exchanging notes. We started getting friendly. We started speaking to each other. And he just came to it. We hosted him in India just 2 months back. If you go on my LinkedIn profile, you'll find him. I took him to now see how this connection works. Huh? I get connected to Mr. Ravi Marga Sahib, and I come to know he's the global ambassador for NASA. Then I come to know that he's the only guy who sent 700 astronauts to space. Can you imagine this? An Indian guy sitting in NASA. He's the guy who sent Kalpana Chawla to space. So in all, he has sent more than 600 to 700 astronauts to space. Imagine, look at the achievement of this gentleman. Now we get friendly on LinkedIn. We become good friends. And then he plans to visit India for, like, this happened in January, I think, Jan, Feb. And I reach out to a couple of good companies like, Godrej Defense, L&T Defense. Now, I don't know the CEOs. Honestly, I don't know them personally. But I tell them that Mr. Ravi Marga Sahib, Dr. Ravi Marga Sahib is coming down, and would you want to host him? And they jump out of the chair. They're so happy. Why not, Ravi? I mean, he's such a brilliant profile. Now, I get friendly because of him to all those people. You see how the networking works. It goes outside and beyond LinkedIn. That is what you have to understand. Right? So it's not about seeing a photograph. I mean, I don't want to really show you the photograph with whom I'm standing. It's not going to help you. Like all my connections are my connections. So just talking about it now, I just want to show you the connection, how it worked actually in the end. Right? So that's how it happens. When you get people a value, when it increases your own value. Remember this. Right? So when you associate with people of high value, your own value increases. Right? Makes sense to everybody? This is me with Ashutosh Gowarikar. Now see this, how this happens again. Of course, I knew him through somebody before, but of course, we are not friends. Right? So when I was talking to Ravi, he said that when Swadesh movie was being shot in NASA, how many of you heard of the movie Swadesh? Just type me a quick yes in the chat box. And please don't mind typing in between because कंजूसी मत करो please. थोड़ा मारो बीच में lunch time है ना, so even I need to keep myself awake after it's post lunch. No? So how many of you heard of the movie Swadesh? Yes, no, फटाफट डालो, type करो. I'm waiting for your message. Chat. You can't sleep and keep your fingers on, no? That is why I'm asking you to type in between. Quickly. Be active. Come on, guys. I hope I'm audible, na, Faisal? I don't see anybody typing, so maybe I hope I'm audible. Thank you, Dinesh Kumar Singh. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Bhavna, no problem. I did but half round. No problem. Perfect. But you know the movie, right? Usme starting mein they showed about NASA, Shah Rukh Khan and NASA and all that, right? Thanks, Rahul. I got it. Very good. So, so when they went to shoot the movie around 15, 20 years back, a 20-year-old movie, Ravi Margasayam was the guy who helped them to get all the approvals for NASA, shoot in that space center, Kennedy Space Center, and all that. Imagine he's coming back after 20 years and he's telling me, Ravi, you know what, if possible, I would like to meet Ashutosh Gowarikar. So I said, how do you get in touch with him? How do you want to get in touch with him? What do I tell him? You just tell him that Ravi Margasayam from NASA. If he remembers me, fine. Otherwise, no problem. So I reach out to Ashutosh, to my close friend. So I don't know him personally, honestly. And I tell him that, boss, Ravi want to, and he jumps out of the chair. He said, oh, wow, Ravi, I would like to meet. Sorry, both our names are Ravi, so you might get confused. So I'll say him Dr. Marga Sahayam. And Ashutosh jumps out of the chair and said, oh, I would love to meet this guy because he has really helped us so much and he's such a nice man. Do you see how this networking works? Right? Why would Ashutosh Gowarikar otherwise meet me? I'm a trainer. I'm a whatever way, But I'm not a movie guy. I'm not a script writer. I'm not anybody which will help him in his business. So why would he want to meet? Right? So this happens. Right? This is the magic of networking. Right? And now the relationship has gone further. Like we met, we interacted, we speaking about something else. It's going on. Right? And this is many of you must have heard of Business World magazine. How many of you heard of Business World? Yeah, it's a very popular magazine of all the top business guys appearing in the magazine. And he's Anurag Batra is the chairman of chairman and editor in chief of Business World. Very top ranking guy in this country, knows most of the CEOs in this country, right? I mean, because he hosts so many events which I attend only by CEOs and MDs, right? So you see where my network has taken me. Of course, I connected with a different thing on LinkedIn and we became friends or whatever. But see how the connection goes. Instead of me going to 100 CEOs, I got on to somebody who knows all the CEOs and MDs. This is what LinkedIn can do. See, what I'm trying to say is don't look at LinkedIn just as a platform where you just go and post and somebody will like your post and then you're happy and this and that. No. Think about how you can reach people and add value to yourself. So once you are valuable, then you don't have to negotiate salaries. The organization start valuing you. Makes sense to everybody, right? And all of you in the all the photographs, you must have seen somebody holding a book, right? All of them holding some book in the previous slides also, right? So that is a book written by me called as A Weekend Miracle. It's a book on the power of the subconscious mind. Okay. And I recently got an autograph by Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. And this is a photograph where we met him again, guys. 3-4 years, I got some connect to some script writer on LinkedIn. And honestly speaking, as a trainer, coach, script writer se mera kya kaam hai? But I love to meet people. I said, why not here? Meet some interesting guy, right? Like, for example, I don't know how a script is written, right? So why not meet somebody and understand what goes into writing a script just for knowledge and understanding purposes, right? So I interacted, and he set up a meeting for me with Mr. Bachchan to get my book autographed. And the new edition of the book has Mr. Bachchan's signature on top. Of course, I put a disclaimer very clearly that he does not endorse the content of the book, but he has signed it purely to motivate a writer like me. So when I say this to you also, I would like to be very honest and upfront. Mr. Bachchan does not say that this book is very good. But of course, I have sold almost 15,000 copies. So that means the book might be good. And if you go on just YouTube or Google and just type reviews about Weekend Miracle, that's the name of a book, you'll get many and from many top ranking guys in the industry, right? Again, networking through LinkedIn helps, right? So a big namaste to all of you. That is a quick and fast introduction from me. I hope I didn't bore you guys, and I hope none of you are doozing here. Come on. Okay, I hope I was entertaining enough. Okay, I hope. Okay, now let me wish you all a very happy, very namaste, good, very happy afternoon, right? So let's do a quick, fun exercise. I want all of you to do this, please, or dil se karna, please. Okay, and you'll enjoy it. It's a 30-second exercise, but you'll love it. What I want all of you to do is join both the lines of your hand, just like this. Okay. And take your hands like this. Okay. Now, when you do this, you will find one hand is short. Like in my case, my right hand is short by half a centimeter, 1 centimeter. Okay. I want all of you to do it. Right. So when you join both the lines and bring it up, you see that one hand is short. Okay. Now look at the hand which is short and do it with belief and conviction, the way I am doing it. If you want to see the magic happening, do it the way I'm telling you. Right. Look at the hand and say, in my case, my right hand is short. In your case, if it is left, look at the left hand. Okay. I'm looking at my right hand and saying this 3 times, and you have to do the same. I want you to grow. I want you to grow. I want you to grow. Belief and conviction. And then put it back again. And type on the chat box what happened. Did you understand? If anybody not understood, it worked. Your hands became equal, right? Thanks, Rahul. Rahul, I really appreciate your response and everything. It works for everybody. I'm going to move ahead because Pratishtha, thanks, Pratishtha. Okay, I think people are trying it, doing it. Faisal also said it worked. Bhavana, it worked. Thank you. Good. Perfect. So you're getting results, right? It's magic. Sham, thank you. It works. Sham tak mat karte रहना. If you do till evening, now your one hand will grow longer. And don't tell this to your wife also at home, because then she'll slap you from quitting at home only. Because once the hand is long, no, then she can do that. Okay. Okay. So let's move on. Okay. So let me ask you something. Who do you think is an influencer according to you? I think you can type in the chat box also. I'm looking at the chat box. What do you think is an influencer? What comes to your mind? Thanks, Dinesh. Magic. Yes, it's magic. It's like everything in life is magic. According to me, I'll tell you. Only thing you have to try to find the magic. LinkedIn is magic. Try to find the magic. I'll do my best today. See, I'm not a professional LinkedIn course conductor and all that. I'll be very honest with you guys. I made a robust and solid business around LinkedIn, using LinkedIn. I'm just going to open my heart and share everything I know about what I did to you, all of you. And then you have to use it. Okay. So this is not a professional course which I conduct for people, but I just want people to make LinkedIn work for you. Simple. LinkedIn can work for you if you make it work for you. Okay. So what do you think about a person whom people look up and get inspired by? Yeah, absolutely. Right. Anything else which comes to your mind when you think about who's an influencer? Okay, I'll move forward. No problem. So when you think about an influencer, normally what comes to your mind? An influencer is someone who is a celebrity, like a movie star or something like that. Generally, this is what comes to your mind, right? He is somebody who is a movie star or somebody like that. Number two, somebody who has millions of followers. As a celebrity, he has a lot of followers here. So skill of celebrity, right? Number three, who has some high position or status, like he's a writer or a poet or a CEO or something like that. He's some kind of status or position, right? We feel that is what CEO is all about. Influencer is all about, right? Who hails from a high net worth family, like some billionaire son, automatically influencer. With uska baap to. So you think that he is an influencer because he has that he's covered by the news for whatever wrong reasons, right reasons, whatever. So according to we think that he's an influencer, right? So this is the kind of context we have in our mind, right? And that is a problem. Why each of you are not thinking of becoming an influencer? If you are influencer, already good, but if you're not, this is what is stopping you because it is a context about an influencer. Now I want to come to a very interesting topic, and this topic is so interesting that even if you don't become an influencer, this can still change your life. Okay, now listen to this next 5-10 minutes very carefully. Context. So what is context? Somebody wants to type in the chat box quickly. What is context? What is context? हम लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं संदर्भ. किस संदर्भ में आपने कहा? And we use this word very commonly here in the office. Your boss will ask you, in what context are you saying this? In what context are you saying that? And stuff like that. So in what context, what is the meaning of context? What does it mean? Dinesh, I understand. This is the answer to the previous ones. Trendsetter, right? The same thing which you said, movie star or big guy, somebody who sets trends. What is context? Brief intro, highlight. Yes, absolutely right. Something like that. It gives you a brief intro about what is going to happen. So I'm going to explain context to all of you. And listen to this very carefully because it can change a lot of things in your life. Okay. Why context is important is because context influences your emotion. Okay. So context gives you emotions. Emotions gives you action and action gives you results. Now let's see an example to understand this. Okay. Context gives you emotions. Emotions gives you action and action gives you results. That is why context is so important. Okay. So every countries have a context. Let's understand context from a broader perspective. Okay. Now, for example, I'll take the example of Rahul. Rahul, don't mind. I'm just taking for example. Rahul goes from here to America. Okay. He gets out of the airport. He eats a chocolate. And where does he throw the wrapper? He'll put it in his pocket. Because the context of America is defined. Now, this was the first time Rahul is going to America. Doesn't matter. But from childhood, he has been listening to that, oh, America is a clean country. People don't litter on the street. This, that. The context of America in regards to cleanliness is already programmed. And that context is America is clean. So though he's going to America for the first time, he lands there and it puts a wrapper in his pocket. Right? Now the same Rahul comes back to India after a week. Comes out of the airport, Mumbai International Airport, wherever. He eats a chocolate. And this time the wrapper goes on the street. Apna Rahul aisa nahi karega. I'm just giving an example. Hypothetical situation. Why? Because the context of India is, yeah, yahan pe chalta hai, it's okay. You can do all this. Municipality is there to take care of it. Context leads to emotions. Emotions leads to in our life. Everybody, action gives you a result. Let's go to the next one. What is the predefined context of weekend? From childhood, we have been listening to this. What? Weekend matlab pav par rakho, aaram karo, relax yourself, enjoy yourself. Right? Now, what happens when you're called to work on a Saturday? You get very upset because the context of a weekend is driving your emotion now. You feel upset. You're sad to come to the office on a Saturday. What is the action? Productivity comes down to 50%. Result, 50%. Context gives you Emotions, emotion gives you action, action gives you result, right? What is the context of predefined context of religious places like temple, masjid, church, or anything, gurudwara, whatever? That it gives you peace, right? Context पहले से ऐसी. So when you have a lot of problems, you go to the temple, you feel nice. Now what is the problem is waiting outside the temple or the church or the masjid, but you feel nice. Why? Because the context of the temple is already predefined and it plays on your emotions and gives you peace. You feel happy, right? And that is a reason it gives you result. For the 10 minutes inside the temple, you feel nice. And you come up with new ideas how to solve the problem sometimes, right? Think about the context about a politician. They are all corrupt. From childhood, we have been hearing this. So it takes a lot of effort for a politician to convince you that I am not corrupt. Because that is the context you grew up with, right? So we all think about this. The British rule in India, right? Since the British colonized India and many African countries, there's a predefined context about them. And that is why when we meet a Britisher, we are very, by nature, we default Indians are very humble and nice. But we look at them something big, bada, because they ruled us for so many years. Predefined context that they're still ruling us, right? The country was going through that kind of mindset. Foreigners, they're God here, they're God. The mindset is changing for whatever reasons. I don't want to get into politics. So, do you all agree that our lives are driven by predefined context? Yes or no? Type me yes or no, whatever it is you feel. Our life is driven by predefined context. Yeah, there is surrounding information. Yes, exactly what I'm telling you today. It's a pre-information we have about almost every. So, type yes or no if you feel that our lives are driven by predefined context. If you feel it is yes, type yes. If you feel no, type no, no problem. Thanks, Rahul. Thanks, Sham. Thank you, guys. So, what is the predefined context about an influencer? We also have a similar predefined context about an influencer, which is stopping us from thinking of even becoming an influencer, right? One second. So, these are the predefined context we already have. He's a celebrity, has millions of followers, so he's influencer banning. I'm going to prove all this wrong, huh? If you go forward. You don't have to have any of this, right? What emotions will one experience? The context above. Fear. Even before you think of becoming an influencer on LinkedIn, you start experiencing fear. डर लग रहा है क्या मैं पोस्ट करूं, somebody will laugh at me, somebody will say something else, this, that, whatever, right? Anger that you want to become something, you want to post something nice, but you're not able to do, you're holding yourself back. Frustration, anger, right? Guilt. Yeah, I really want to, some of your colleagues are already doing good on LinkedIn, they're promoting themselves and they're getting good response. And that guilt is that I'm not doing it, right? Jealousy, frustration, because of the wrong context you have about an influencer, which all is wrong. I'm going to change everything now in some time. By the time you finish the session, you will say, yes, boss, I can become an influencer, right? Look at the new context of identity of influencers. All these people you see in the picture don't have any position. They are purely influencers in this world because of the content they have, right? They're influencers because of the content they have. Simple. Think about it, right? So, influencer is a person. So, let's look at the new context, sorry. A influencer is a person who has the capacity to influence the thoughts, emotion, and actions of others and help them move forward in life. Simple. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to have million followers. You don't have to do anything. I'll show you how going forward. Based on your content, your knowledge you have, if you have the capacity to move somebody's thoughts, emotions, and actions, you are an influencer. Right? Make sense to everybody? So what is the context of today, all of you attending the workshop today, right? So what is the new context? Like somebody must have said, dekhte hain, what this guy will speak. It's not great. अब दोपहर को मैं free हूँ तो चलो let me attend this. These are all context, huh? These are all context. Now, if with that context you come to the session, you will say after some time you say, पता नहीं यार, I want to give you a new context for you for this workshop and for all the workshops you attending. And that is my context of attending today's workshop is to go beyond my mind barriers, if any, and start my journey as an influencer to start so that I create a difference in this world by helping people move forward in their lives. So first I want you guys to shift. Influencer आपको अपने लिए नहीं बनना है. आपको जो फायदा होना है, that will automatically happen. You have to think about becoming an influencer because you want to shift other people's lives. And that is where you'll grow. Right? All the people you saw on the previous screen, what are they doing? They focus on shifting other people's life. Now they are rich and famous. But their initial focus was always transferring their knowledge to people and changing their lives. Right? So what will stop you from becoming an influencer? Becoming a brand. Let's look at that. Even before you go into how LinkedIn can help you, it's all about going beyond your own mind barrier more than anything. Right? So the power of influence deteriorates over a period of time. Like all of you in this chat, in the range of 30 to 50 years, whatever age group, I'm just saying roughly, I'm just giving an estimate. Somebody will be younger also. 25 to 50 kar dete. Right? But your power of influence has deteriorated over a period of time without your knowledge also. And the reason we don't think about ourselves as an influencer because low self-esteem or confidence has a direct impact on your power of influence. And over a period of time, due to certain incidents, we have lost our self-esteem or confidence to some extent. I'm not saying we completely lost it, but धीरे कम हो गया. And we look at how it happened. Okay. Let's look at how we lost our power of influence right from childhood, during childhood. Okay. Let's look at the school days. And as I say this, some of it might apply to you and some of it might not apply to you. Right? But just look at what resonates with you and just think, हाँ यार ये हुआ था मेरे साथ. And I think probably I must have lost some power there. Right? So not being chosen for a prominent role in a school play. Small thing. You're in school play and they said, okay, this role. Then they said, no, you can't do it. You know what happened? That's a small incident. You might think. But suddenly it had a direct impact on your self-esteem and confidence. We directly influence your power of influence. So you suddenly said, can I not convince my ma'am that I can do this role? But as a child, you didn't argue, you just stepped back. But there was an impact. Being consistently bullied or teased. If you're a small child, their friends around, aapka mazak uda raha hai har time, they're making fun of you and stuff like that. That has an impact on your self-esteem without your knowledge. So thoda, your power of influence is coming down. Okay. Facing academic failure, like you got less marks and somebody at home says, what will you do in life? This, that, or whatever. Right? Because they want you to score 92 marks, 98 marks. Today it is worse now. Like even if you get 80, itna kam. So all this results in losing your power of influence because it affects your self-esteem and confidence. Losing a leadership position in school, right? Like for example, they want to have a group leader for some event or a sport, selecting a captain, and you felt that you deserved it. At the last moment, they said, no, somebody else will become the captain. It's a small incident, but remember that. But at that point, you suffered low self-esteem and confidence. Why I am not chosen? Yeah? And you lose your power of influence, right? Receiving a harsh punishment for the mistake you didn't do. सबके साथ होता है. हमने किया ही नहीं यार, but फंस गए, right? And it resulted in low self-esteem and loss of low confidence, resulting loss of power of not being invited to popular class. Like imagine this small thing, like if somebody's birthday is happening and you are not invited. Even college or work today, you have a small party and you come to know you are not invited. Immediately it affects your self-esteem, self-confidence. Straight away it affects your power of influence. Makes sense to everybody? Experiencing a betrayal by a close friend, धोखा दिया or heartbreaks, whatever, I don't know. Like something like that. Some guy cheated on you, told about a secret to somebody else, you got embarrassed, something like that. All this has an impact. Feeling inadequate compared to classmates who excel in various activities. Right? So there is a comparison done in the class that also affects you. Finally, coping with family issues at home, such as parents' separation, struggles, fighting at home, whatever happens, all that has an impact on your power of influence. You feel I'm powerless. Why is all this happened to me? Am I powerless? And slowly start believing that. So influencer becomes a big word for you. Because all these small incidents, आपको लगता है influence बोलेगा तो how can I become बाप रे? And but all these incidents programmed your life to believe that you cannot become an influencer. Right? College days, quickly I'm going to take you through. They're struggling with pressure to choose a career path. Yeah, people have, when you're not able to, what should I do? Art, science, commerce, like many of you didn't know, would you want to come to HR or not, right? But today you are there, you like it. Some may still not like it. I don't know, I'm fit for HR or not. But this struggle is going to have an impact on your on your self-esteem and confidence, right? Facing academic probation or dismissal, right? Like you perform badly and they just put you on 80-80 stuff like that, Not being selected for a competitive internship or research opportunity. Okay. Experience a difficult breakup. You had a breakup. That has an impact. Why did the girl leave me? Why did the boy leave me? Whatever it is. That has an impact. You feel I don't have the power to influence somebody. Right? Reason could be anything. But that is the belief it sets in. Dealing with the stress of balancing academics, work and personal life and stuff like that. Coping with the loss of loved one, like somebody dies in your family, stuff like that. You suddenly feel that, oh, that man was in power, that woman was in power, your grandfather was in power, whatever it is. Feeling isolated or disconnected, being rejected from a graduate school application, you apply for a job or something, you get rejected. Struggling with mental health issues such as anxiety or depression. And all that brings down your power of influence, right? Quickly, I'll take you to the adult age. Losing a job unexpectedly and dealing with financial insecurity. Big problem. Nowadays, it's very common, right? Or even the fear. Forget becoming an influencer. That fear will never even allow you to become an influencer. Right? You just think about survival. Going through a divorce or separation. I spoke about it. Suffering, that means I'm talking, you yourself going through it. Suffering a significant career setback or professional failure. Like you supposed to get a promotion, you didn't get it. Experience the loss of a close friend. Dealing with chronic health issues. Facing challenges in maintaining work balance. Coping with infertility and difficulties of such as starting a family. Tell me, a lot of people are struggling with that. It's a big problem. You lose self-confidence. What is happening? You don't want to share with friends why it is happening. Your friends are going to ask you why. And this somehow you lose your power in that. Right? Because it has been told to us that this is a general process. Shadi hoga to bachcha hona hi chahiye. Well, no, nothing like that. It's good if it happens, but there are many cases children, they had kids, but they're never happy for whatever reason. So never go by that thing, Struggling with addiction of substance or substance issues, right? Experience social isolation or loneliness. Simple. Somebody takes you out of WhatsApp group. What happens? You feel, why did this happen to me? Mujhe kyun nikala group se bahar? You suffer power of influence. You lose power of influence there. Now, all these incidents put together takes away your power of influence. So when you think about becoming a influencer or something big in life, all these incidents are going to stop you. Right? Everybody agree with that? Just type a quick chat if you don't mind, please, all of you. Agree if you agree. If don't agree, right? Don't agree. No problem. Thanks, Bhavna. Thanks. Thanks, Pratishtha. And all the others also, please feel free to type because it helps to understand if you're understanding or not. Okay? Everything fine till now, I hope, right? It's not difficult to understand. We're getting into some more detailing. But I just want to clear your mind. ये दिमाग से निकाल दो, because this is what will stop you from becoming an influencer. And it's not very difficult at all to become an influencer. All this will stop you, but all this will stop you, right? So let's move to the next one. Now, given this new context, like you know what is stopping you from life, from becoming all this mind program which has happened. How many of you actually feel that they're influencers? How many of you are influencers? Tell me. Quick chat, yes or no? I believe I am. I am not. Whatever it is. Not yet. Yeah. Faisal said not yet. Fantastic. Thanks for being honest. So I'll tell you what. Mostly everybody will say not yet, and which is the right answer because we are not going into the depth of it. Now I want all of you to think about this. In everybody's life, like Faisal's life, Bhavana's life, Rahul's life, who was there. There are some people in your life who really look up to you. हाँ मुझे ऐसा बनना है. मुझे I want to be like Bhavana. I want to speak like her. I want to talk. I want to do something like her. I want to dress like her. Does that not mean that was influenced by you to some extent? Now you think about it. There are people very close in your life, your parents, your mother, or somebody in your society, and you feel that "Hey, I should be like this." There's something of influence. We have a small circle of people who are influenced by us all the time. ऐसा कोई होगा ही नहीं जिसको एक आदमी भी appreciate नहीं करता होगा, who doesn't think that this guy can influence me something. Maybe your handwriting is very nice. I've seen somebody whose handwriting is so beautiful. I said, oh, I wish I could write like this. That means that guy's handwriting influenced me. Right? So, if you look at it, what happens? You have a small inner circle where you are an influencer. उसमें 5 आदमी होंगे, 4 होंगे, 25 होंगे, 20 होंगे, whatever it is. But you have an inner circle of influence where you are an influencer. Our journey is, are you willing to go beyond that inner circle and become a global brand? Matlab, there are certain things you're doing right now, certain content in you, which some people are liking. उनको पता है they like you. Only thing is, you are not seeing it. And since you're not seeing it, you don't want to show it to the world. You think that नहीं मेरे में है नहीं तो मैं क्या मतलब. But there is something in you. Right or wrong? So it's a mindset. Simple. और कुछ है नहीं इसमें. Right? You're already an influencer. Right? So I want all of you to just say in your mind. Say in your mind that I am an influencer. I am an influencer. Say this 3 times. Make yourself believe. Like the magic we did in the beginning. Right? So I want to welcome you to the exclusive world of influencers. Because you're already an influencer. कौन सा level का वो छोड़ो ना. There is a big world. There's a world of influencers. You're already there. Right? And the very fact, like let me look at this here. There are 22 participants on this Zoom right now. The invitation must have gone to at least 150 people. Why are there only 22 people on this Zoom today? That is because there's something in you tells you that makes you believe that I can do it here. I want to become an influencer. Others are also capable of being influenced, but sometimes they don't believe me. पता नहीं, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. I mean, so that is the first thing. Start admiring yourself. कि तुम्हारे अंदर ही है वो बात. कि नहीं, I want to become an influencer. I want to change, make a difference. I want to establish my authority in this world. So compliment yourself for that. That you're spending 1.5 to 2 hours just to understand something without even knowing क्या पता नहीं फायदा होगा नहीं होगा. But you committed yourself to it. That shows where you stand as an influencer already. Right? So I want to thank you all for looking at yourself as somebody big. Okay, that is the first step. आप अपने आप को बड़ा देखो, दुनिया आपको बड़ा देखेगी. Simple है. If you don't see yourself as big, the world will never see you as big. And you are here today because you see yourself as big. That is the starting point. Right? Now, why LinkedIn? Why LinkedIn? Like, I'm not much on FB, I'm not on Insta very much. I'm just there once a month, something is a good time. But my daughter tells me why I do it. So otherwise, I'm not a very big fan of FB or anything. But why LinkedIn? Right? So there are multiple reasons. Over 1 billion means 100 crore professionals are on LinkedIn globally. 100 crore public here. What are we talking about? 1 billion. Matlab, India's population is 1.5 billion approximately. I don't know. Aage piche badh gaya hoga. When we're talking also, there are births happening. Out of that, 1.5 billion, 1 billion out of that. I'm not talking about India, but 1 billion across the world. Matlab, India ka population almost 60% to 70% is on LinkedIn. But that number across the world population is 7.5 billion. 1 billion people are alive and all working people. Why would we not want to be there? All professionals, serious guys, right? About 65 million users are business decision makers. They're all decision, most of them are decision, 65%, 65 million, 6.5 crore, okay, are decision makers out of 1 billion, right? About 134 million actively use LinkedIn every day. Matlab 13 crore people every day kuch na kuch post karta hai, they talk, do something, whatever they do. That kind of exchanges happen. It could be job related, post related, something general, whatever it is. Every minute, 8 people are hired on LinkedIn. And you can just go to Google and find out afterwards. Why should you be on LinkedIn? I mean, there are many reasons. I just picked up most important ones. Every minute, 8 people are being hired on LinkedIn. Right? But you will not believe this. Less than 1% are influencers. Less than 1% are influencers. And any guess why? I'll not wait for the answers because I know you're all there. I just want to make sure I complete everything in time because fine. So let's understand what works on LinkedIn quickly. Okay. So somebody quickly, some chat. What is this building? Is it bank, hospital, library? What is it? What do you think? Quickly type karo, fatafat. Bhavna, Pratishtha, Faisal, whatever comes to your mind, just type. Or others also who are, since you're not typed, I don't know your name. What is this building? Tell me. What can you make out by just looking at that building? Jaldi लिखो, कुछ भी लिखो, bindas, don't worry. Bhavna says hospital, yes. Bank, maybe, yeah. It could be anything, right? BPO company, yes, absolutely. So let's understand this. Now, suppose I tell you, I will not, of course, I put the question, what is the basis of a decision? But I'm not going to ask you that question. Now, suppose I tell you, if I tell you money is kept inside the bank, then you say it is bank, right? Now, suppose I tell you there are medical facilities in this building, then you say it is hospital. Suppose I tell you there are books inside this building, you say it is library. So it is the content which will decide what is this building all about, not the exterior. Right or wrong? आप celebrity हो कि नहीं, आपका content decide करेगा. Not your million followers or your dad and mother was a millionaire or not. Right? So let's look at some people who have become popular because of the content, not because of the position. Right? Look at all these people. They purely become popular because of the content. उनके पास कोई position नहीं, आज भी नहीं है position. But they're the most powerful in the world. The big country का president है who can do wars, they come and take blessings from them and talk to them. Content, right? So if you remember sometime back I said something, influencer is a person who has the content to influence the thoughts, emotion and reaction or action of others and help them move forward in life. So if you have any content which can move people forward in life, you are an influencer. Of course, on a small scale, when you start influencing more people, you become bigger influencer. Simple है. So influencer है. छोटा बड़ा depends on how people will start accepting your content going forward. But it is content which makes you an influencer. Not मैं middle class हूँ, मैं ये हूँ, मेरा मराठी अच्छा नहीं, मेरा हिंदी अच्छा नहीं, ये नहीं, वो नहीं, nothing like that. right? So your capacity to influence largely depends on your capacity to create quality content, right? Content complements position, not the other way around. Remember this. Your content will complement your position, not the other way around. For example, we have classic example of Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. He is in the topmost position, but he didn't have the content to communicate, talk to people, and reflect his ideas, whatever it is. So people used to, though he was very knowledgeable, very intelligent person, right? He had the topmost degrees. But now another person, Jaishankar. You all heard about hear about him, right? Talking some. His content complements his position. His position become very important today because of the way he talks content. अगर वो ज्यादा बात नहीं करता था, nobody would know him for his position. हाँ, foreign affairs minister, हाँ, ठीक है, जयशंकर. But now today everybody knows him because of his content, not because of his position, right? So his content actually made his position more brilliant. So whatever position you are today, think about it. Whatever position you are, you want to be HR executive, HR general manager, VP, whatever the position is today. If you have some serious content on LinkedIn, people will start looking at you differently. Not by your position. They look at this guy. What content? Like, look at what he's talking about. Right? And by content, I don't mean super, like, I mean, complicated content stuff. Like, I'm talking about very general, basic, nice content which touches people and all that. I'm going to show you that quickly. So do you all agree that content is what makes you an influencer? Well, then let's understand the role of content. Okay? The 3 stages every influencer has to go through. Okay? Content creation. This is one hell of a job, right? Second is posting content. Third is community engagement. When people write back to you, you have to say hello, hi, how are you, and stuff like that. Like what matters to you and stuff, right? So you have to engage with them, tell them thank you for your post, or if they ridicule, they criticize your post, respond to them. That is community engagement, right? Now, community engagement has only two parts to it: reviewing analytics, responding to comments and criticism, right? The second is planning, scheduling, and posting content. The stage 2 is also easy. The stage 1, the beginning, that is where the challenge is. We're talking about content ideation, research, content creation, script writing, creating all 3 formats: images, videos, and infographics, because LinkedIn now promotes more of images and videos, right? Editing and refining content, creating compelling captions, hashtags, optimization, board, blah, 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 everything, right? The above should be done day in, day out. That is why people find a challenge. That is why people find it as a challenge, right? So content creation constitutes 70% of the work. And that is the reason people are not there on LinkedIn. That is only 1% people. So this is how it works. 99% of the users on LinkedIn like and comment on the content created by the 1%. And making the 1% superstars. The 99% are liking, commenting on the 1%'s post. And the 1% people are becoming superstars. And that's not because the 99% don't have the desire or the motivation. All of you will definitely have this mind, यार मुझे भी रोज post करना है, motivation है, I want to do it, right? But time, they don't have the time to create content. Agree or not? Don't type, just say yes, nod your head. I'll get your message. I'm an energy healer, so I get your message. I'm just kidding. So the solution is, okay, I'm going to tell you about the 3-click influencer accelerator pack, but this is something we just came up in the last 2-3 months, which is not designed. Okay, but I'll say something about it. Now, how does the LinkedIn algorithm work? Very simple. There's a map to it, which is given to us by LinkedIn only. But how does this work? Simple. First, the quality of the content. If the quality of the content is good and people are loving that content, right? And I'm going to tell you what type of content people love. Then the LinkedIn will keep bringing it up again and again, throwing it up on the post, like showing it up to a lot of people. If it is being loved by people are commenting on it, writing good things about it. Oh wow, love the post. Thank you for doing this to me. Stuff like that, right? So this is what LinkedIn does. So your job is automatically done if your content is good. And number 2, consistency, right? Think about this. आपके बिल्डिंग में एक आदमी है, तो रहता है, some man in your society, and it's maybe living on a different wing or different floor. And once in 1 month you meet him and say, hey, hello, how are you? Will you be able to build a bond with that guy? by any chance? No. But if you meet him every day and saying, hi, how are you? I hope all is well. How are your kids and stuff like that. Over a period of 1 month, your bond will be excellent. Right? That is the reason. Consistency is very important link. And it's all going to be very simple. I'll just show it to you in the end. I mean, towards as you move forward. Right? That is how the LinkedIn algorithm works. First is good content. Second is consistency. Very important. You can't compromise with that. Right? Now, I'm going to tell you quickly 7 facts about LinkedIn algorithm, how it works. LinkedIn does not consider the number of followers when it comes to declaring you are an influencer. Understand this, right? It doesn't look at followers. So you look at LinkedIn top voice and all that, no? So I'll just show you a classic example. Look at this LinkedIn profile, and you can write down the name also. If you want, you can go back and check on LinkedIn afterwards also. This girl, Khwahish Gupta, she has around 7,400 followers, which is not, most of you would have at least 1,000, 2,500, whatever it is. And many people not doing much also, still they will have that much. But she's also a LinkedIn top voice. Okay, something popped up on the screen. Okay, so she's also LinkedIn top voice, if you see the red. So LinkedIn, why? Not because of followers, because of the engagement. She's typing some good content which people liking. Now, if you go to content for many people, you might like it or not like it, doesn't matter. See, people are liking it generally. So don't look at people thinking that kya likhta hai, kuch. Whatever he or she writes, people are loving it. That's important. Right? A good portion of people like it. So what LinkedIn does in algorithm is simple. They don't look at your followers. If you have 500 followers, also 1,000 followers, but if your content is good, people love talking to you. The algorithm says that this content is popular and he needs some recognition. Right? As a LinkedIn top voice or whatever it is. Right? I show you another profile. Yogesh Buchke. Okay, again, if you see his followers 7,500, he's a top client relations voice. Right? So he must be posting a lot of stuff on client relations stuff. Right? But what I'm trying to tell is followers are not important. And there are some people also in 2,000-3,000 also. I mean, I didn't find last time when I saw it, I found that, but I was not really creating a program like I said before. I'm just doing it for the sake of. I'm going to show you something in the end, which we just happened in the last 2 weeks. But if you like it, you can go for it. And look at my profile. 40,000 followers. Okay. And I'm also LinkedIn top voice for coaching. So followers does not matter. Your content, your engagement matter. Your engagement with people makes you influencer and gives you different scope for business, grow your business, right? Now we go to second fact. LinkedIn decides your influencer based on content and the way the community engages with your content. Let's what I said right now. LinkedIn premium account. How many of you feel that LinkedIn premium account will help you? It's a expensive thing. Huh? I mean, it's like, I think it's 2,000 something per month, 24,000 annually. If you take the annual one, but if you take, I think it's 3,000 per month or something. And I've taken it for almost a year. I paid that money through my nose. It's okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. But honestly, the problem with LinkedIn Premium is it gives you automatically, you can write messages for top people. But tell me one thing, why would the top guys respond to you? Just because you're LinkedIn Premium? No, they're not going to acknowledge your messages because they know you paid for the premium and they got access to send messages to them. They know that, but they're all premium members, right? So they know all of them know that. So they are not going to accept it just because you're a premium member sent in a message. I've tried to some number of people in the initial days in 2019, 18, 20 when I became LinkedIn premium member. It didn't work at all. It didn't work at all for me. And then when I started talking to a lot of people, they said, yeah, ultimately people will accept your connections because you are valuable to them. Your content is valuable to them. You are some way valuable to them, right? LinkedIn encourages consistency, very important. You have to be very consistent. Every day you have to post them, but I'll show you how to do that in the end. It promotes images and videos a lot nowadays. So that's good. I mean, there's a specific reason for that, but we'll not get there. But LinkedIn algorithm promotes a lot of images and videos. Okay. So posts which are more connected to people like, and finally, posts which are more connected to people like mental and emotional well-being touches people more and attracts them, right? I have some of my LinkedIn pages. I'll just show you that, but I think we'll do that afterwards. Once we finish this session, I don't want to interrupt that because time is of essence today. Okay. Now, talking about value. Now, how many of you, how many of staying in Mumbai know about this building? 36 West. It's a luxury apartment in Worli, Mumbai. Okay. It's in Khar. Maybe you heard of it, you read in newspapers, whatever. It's a very expensive building, right? And it's already expensive. मतलब 40-50 crore का एक घर है. Now, still, what makes it more valuable is Shahid Kapoor stays there, right? So what happens is it adds some value to the building. Now somebody there might market, oh, Shahid is your neighbor, this and that. I'm just giving you an example how people try to add value to the product instead of being the topmost building in Khar and being most luxurious and costing 40-50 crores. Still, they have to market using Shahid Kapoor's name. It's so important to add a value, right? Nothing sells on its own, right? Adding value is very important. Now, when I show you the LinkedIn post of mine afterwards, when you go forward, because I really don't want to interrupt this session. 1 second, I'll just check if I can do it right now. I'll come to that later. Now you're able to see Shahid and the building on left, all of you? I think so, yeah. I'll get to that. I'm actually going to my LinkedIn account to show you something, but I'll do it in the end because I don't really want to miss something, you know. So if you generally look at this post, you know, this photograph, the heaviest burden that we carry are the thoughts in our mind, in our head. Okay. So now, if you look at this post, what happens is most people would just post this. You know, it's a nice saying, "Wow, good morning." We'll post on LinkedIn, right? But that is the problem. It doesn't work like that, right? So because if you see this on the right now, I've added a small script, right? How to remove your negative mindset, how to remove negative emotions from your mind, right? Now that went up to like 47,000 impressions, right? So if you go on my LinkedIn, I show you some of the posts afterwards. If you go through, the most go, I mean, quite a few go up to 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 3 million, 4 million likes. But it's not because of me. I'm not a celebrity or something like that, to be honest with you. But it is a content which I built over a period of year that people feel, he posts something nice, so it is worth looking at. That is the trust they have. Not because of I'm any celebrity shit, nothing like that. It is belief in the content. It uplifts people. All my content about uplifting people, right? Now this, don't block all your haters. Leave one or two so that they can report back to the headquarters. A funny one, bit subtle, sarcasm, right? But I put, if you see on the right side, I have made some comments on it. I didn't post just the images. You know, we all have haters, but remember, it's about protecting our own well-being. Something like that, right? And that also went up to 20,895 in a day. It shoots 20,000 guys look at it, right? Again, they love something written about it. They're able to connect with it. So when I wrote, we all have haters, they feel, our life will be hey, people who hate us. They love it, right? There's a connectivity there. Similarly, this, again, I just want to quickly just show you. Again, this is one post I'm running through. Question is, you have to add some value to your content. If you're posting an image or a video, if you just post it, people look at it and forget about it. Don't do that. Right? You've got to write something about it. Okay. And so now if you're on the screen, I've taken the screen images of my LinkedIn, right? So if you see most of the impressions, like, the one on top, which is the top ranking one. So I just pulled out 16 of them. There are 29 lakh people who have seen that. The first one. The second is 20 lakhs. The third is 12 lakhs. The fourth one is 10 lakh 85,000. Right? The many like that. Next one is 4 lakh 97,000, 4 lakh 17, 3 lakh 60, 3 lakh 67, 3 lakh 53,000. And these are on the last 1 year only, I think. Yeah. 3 lakh 294, 294, 2 lakh 77, 2 lakh 58. Now I just want to give you some calculations, because we don't know, most people don't think about this, right? If you put all this, I just taken 15 likes, I think, 15 posts of mine, and just put together all the impressions and likes together. It comes to 1 crore. 15 posts and 1 crore. Okay. Now I want all of you to do me a favor. If you have a phone with you, quickly type, let's check what Google has to say about impressions. Just type that. Just type let's check what Google has to say about impressions. So what I want to do is, 1 second. Okay, do me a favor. Just type on Google, are 3,000 impressions good on LinkedIn? Just type that much. Take your phone and just type, are 3,000 impressions good on LinkedIn? You did it? So I'll move forward because just to save time for everybody. So what will happen is, when you do that, are 3,000 impressions good on LinkedIn? It will give you a whole lot of statistics, right? What it says is, when you type that LinkedIn value is approximately, from the brand value, 1,000 impressions at $30. You get 1,000 impressions, it values at $30, right? Now, in last 365 days, if you see on my LinkedIn profile on the left, on the green sign, I don't know if I put tags. So if you see on the green, past 365 days, there are 28 million impressions in the last 1 year, 365 days. This was taken, I think, yesterday. Yesterday or day before yesterday. So there are 28 million impressions in the last 1 year. Now you just calculate, for every 1,000, they're paying us $30. They're not paying, it's a brand value you create, right? So that is a brand value. When I like somebody's post, something like that, that is the money. There is certain money which I ask for, right? And I promote certain brands. So that is the money I ask for, right? Besides all the training which I do. It comes to around USD 840,744. That is my brand value as per LinkedIn. And when people want to come to me for branding, this is what they look at. Do you realize, besides the work which you're doing, creating value for yourself in your organization and with your competitors, you are on the side going to make money. And problem with us is, we just feel that मैं एक ही काम करूंगा लाइफ में, बस मैं आऊंगा, I will be in HR or admin or IT or whatever. But there are certain skills you can use for your work also, but that can translate to money outside also, which you are not thinking. Right? If you see on the screen, the amount, this is the my brand value in dollars based on my impression which is there on the screen. I mean, it's what LinkedIn shows, right? Now let's look at the quality of audience who engage with me with the post, right? If you see the red circle, it talks about the seniority. So all these there on LinkedIn. Huh? You can just go and check, like for yourself also, who are the people engaging with you. So LinkedIn give you all the statistics. How many people are senior? How many juniors? So in my case, you see, senior is 31.7%. So it is good. Out of 100 posts, 31% are senior. That means VP, MD, CEOs, that kind of people, which is not bad for me from a business perspective, right? There are 12.1% directors. Entry level is 15%, which is good. I mean, I appreciate entry people also. But directors are 12%, decision maker. Directors are 12.1%. Vice president are 31.7%. So if you put this together itself, 70% are senior guys. Now, is that not good from the business perspective? The 70 people are viewing a post, liking something, not liking something, but they're viewing it. So tomorrow, if I write them a message about training program, whatever, it is easy to get access now. They know, yeah, Ravi, met on LinkedIn, yeah, we know. We heard about you. At least we've seen you. We don't know you, but we know about you. We've seen you on LinkedIn all over. Makes sense to everybody. Now, this impressions, which you say, like 20 minutes, this is very important because I'm going to quickly take you through it. It expands your reach here. It takes you, it expands your reach like anything, right? It builds thought leadership, it raising brand awareness, creating engagement opportunities. Like it just, impressions are basically something like a wind, it just flows. They should be, some people say the impressions mein kya hai, people have looked at your site and that is a LinkedIn counts that. If they're looking at your post, they count it as an impression, right? That is why it is so important, right? Now, posts which are last one, that is the sixth one, the posts which are most connected to people, right? Now, why am most of my posts viral? Tell me. So I put all the reasons on the screen right now, right? I don't write on technology. I don't write on stuff because I'm also a coach. Okay, that's not my field also. But when you write about certain areas like technology, you have a limited field of a limited community which will follow it. But what are the things which affect everybody on this planet? Be it a CEO, be it a managing that, anybody. The topics like growth mindset, personal growth, personality development, behavioral issues, adaptive leadership, problem solving, positive mindset, overcoming negative thinking, common with every top guy, middle guy, the junior guys, everybody. And since you all are in HR, this is a topic which you should all be talking about, simple. Because this affects everybody. You don't have to brand yourself as an HR only. You brand yourself as a woman, as a human specialist, as especially human behavior. You don't have to write only about HR and stuff, right? Makes sense to everybody. Everybody seen the screen, right? I'm not going with everybody, but these are the topics I consciously said. This affects everybody, every organization in the world, right? Now, professional benefits, we're coming towards the end. Expanded network, increased visibility, subject matter expertise, career opportunities, learning opportunities, professional branding, networking events. Like I have not put a lot of pictures here because I do a lot of events outside of which there are a lot of pictures. You go to my YouTube channel, put Ravi Nair and Rich Minds, you'll find a lot of videos. Okay, so I'll just a lot of events also which I do. So you can just type to YouTube after the session is over and just type Ravi Nair Rich Minds, and you'll get a lot of videos and stuff. A lot of events which I do, Indo-American Chamber of Commerce, corporates, Godrej. So I do. So all the opportunities come through LinkedIn. Okay. Last year I did about 24 trainings, corporate trainings, two-day trainings. Each of them fetches me around 1.75 to 2 lakh rupees. Right. So we're talking about what? 50, 60 lakh directly coming only from trainings. Right. And it all happens through a process. Right. Because you're there on LinkedIn, people watch you, know you. The moment I write a message, they say, oh, yeah, we interacted before, yeah, on LinkedIn. Or they check my LinkedIn profile. They say, oh, this guy has a lot of value. Simple, yeah. Create value for yourself. It's not an exercise. Don't look at it as an exercise. It's creating value, brand value for yourself. Right. So these are all the benefits you get of being an influencer. Okay. Speaking engagement, skill development, right? How many of you heard about this? Quickly, I'll touch upon this topic. Octopus. How many of you heard about this octopus? Anybody? If you know, no problem. Just say no. Usme kya hai? There's so many things in the world I don't know, honestly speaking. I learn every day. I'm a continual learning process. So, how many of you heard of it? I'm just waiting on looking at the chat message. If you have yes, no, you can quickly type. Just to keep you guys active. So you're not typed, so I believe you've not heard of it. So Octopus is a wonderful tool. It's a paid tool, but it's your choice. I mean, if you want to use it, I use it once in, like, in 2-3 months, and then I cancel my subscription. You can also do something like that. So Octopus is a tool which writes on your LinkedIn. So suppose you want to send a message to 100 CEOs, okay, something about some topic you've written, or just say hello, or connect with 900 people, right? So make a nice message of yourself. I'm XYZ. And always write something nice. Don't just say I want to connect with you. Either say something nice about that person. Suppose he has posted something nice about some award he has got. So write a message to him saying that, sir, I recently saw your award and I'm so happy and thrilled. I just want to stay connected with you. For somebody as interesting as you. Always say something like this. And LinkedIn, Octopus basically helps you to connect maybe 800, 900 people one day. You type a message, it automatically picks up the first name and second name. आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं. Message type करो. They show you how to do it. You can go to YouTube and check how to use Octopus. It's all there here, tutorials. I'm just giving you the tool idea. And what you could do is, once you do that, just launch and you start continue doing your work. Octopus will keep sending 1,000 messages to all the 1,000 top people. Right? So I'm giving you a feed, you have to build up on it. Just go to YouTube and find out how Octopus is. Very simple, I'm telling you. Okay? And these are tools which you should use in 21st century to grow your value, grow your bandwidth, and it's all available. That's what the influencers are using. उनके और आपके बीच में एक ही चीज का फर्क है. They try to get more knowledge and they use tools which you are not using. That's it. Baki, you have the quality, you have everything you need to become an influencer. Right? So this is one tool you should explore and go. Now, this is very interesting. Last part of the thing. Now, now I've said all this, right? Some of you will be excited, and I'll tell you, I'll give background to the whole thing. We have a client who has, I'll not take the name, who has some 100 top guys. Top guys is the mid-level, but they're all into marketing. So this company wanted us to design something where a product where, they have ready-made content of post. Like, because if you tell everybody to post in your organization, they will not post, right? They will not post. Time nahi, kaam hai, busy, and the biggest problem is time, right? So suppose you have to be consistent on LinkedIn. Let me first clear this first to you. Number of posts you have to make per week, written posts with images, is 5, Monday to Friday, right? 5 posts every day. Number of videos post per week, at least 1 video per week. Okay, you have to post 1 video per week because videos go viral, right? Videos help your virality and some nice videos. Number of newsletters per week. I'm going to show you a technique how to do this. The magic is coming now. Of course, I didn't want to share it today. In fact, I'll be just talking about it. I will not even be sharing about it. I'll be just talking about it. Number of newsletters. How many of you heard about newsletters? A very powerful tool on LinkedIn. Very simple to make. And newsletter is a thing which LinkedIn markets themselves. LinkedIn could market karta hai, right? So, number of images. So, how many images will you have to post per year? 52 weeks एक साल में into 5 posts per week, 260 posts per year. Okay, how many video posts? 52 posts. But because once a week, 52 weeks, so 52 posts. How many newsletter? Once a week, so 52 articles you have to write. Right? Total post for 365 days, around 364. Pura total करो, it comes to 364. Now tell me honestly, how many of you feel that it is easier said than done? बोलना easy है, करना मुश्किल है. How many of you think that? Okay, I got it, Faisal. Thank you, Faisal, for reminding me. So let me tell you, let me not wait for your answers. We got a company which actually was facing this challenge, right? And they said that, Ravi, we want you to design something where all our guys can easily do this, right? Without any challenge, right? So we designed something for them. What we did is we created content for 365 days. So that you guys have just come and post, just come and post. No creation of content. No, all top content with around 200 videos, 200 written posts with images, stuff like that. And that's for our client. But later my team said that, sir, this could be a problem for a lot of people. lot of executives who want to do it, but they are not able to access it. So my team has just designed something, a full package of content for, we are just talking to big organizations who want to do it. But since we're in this forum today, if this interests you, I'm not going to talk more about it now, because my job was to tell you about how to become an influencer, because this is very interesting topic which came last month. But you have a number on the screen. If you wish to know more about this, just WhatsApp me. I'll send you some information about it, how it works, and then you can decide what you want to do about it. But I don't want to. This forum is for knowledge sharing, so I don't want to sell anything here. But this happened the last month, and it worked amazingly well. And so I just wanted to pass on the benefit to all of you. So I give the statistics, how it works, how it can beautifully empower your whole profile. I mean, you will not be, you'll be surprised to see how you get job offers. If you go on LinkedIn, I have almost 3,000 profile views. 3,000 people every month look at my profile purely because they find something interesting. I get at least 20 to 30 job offers every month, though I am in business and everything, but still I get job offers. Like, be the L&D director, be this, be that, whatever it is. So that is how it happens. The magic starts once the door is opened. The opportunities come in once the door opens up. But that effort is required for 3 to 6 months, right? So I want to thank everybody for your time today. I'm not going to eat into any more time. We finished the session today. There are a couple of things I want to show you, but these are general stuff, and we have time restrictions also because Faisal has, I think, some other events also which is coming up, right? So thank you all of you. If you anything else, Faisal, from my side, any questions you want to ask me, I'm open here. But anything else, Faisal, you can take over. I'll stop my share.
Thank you, Mr. Ravi, for this insightful 1.5 hour session. You
Oh,
can hear
actually,
me?
Faisal, my apologies because
No,
yesterday,
no
day before
issue.
yesterday, when I
Yeah,
speak to Peter, I said we should at least have 2 hours.
no,
And Peter
absolutely.
said, yeah. So then I forgot it. He didn't say yes. I assumed it was 2 hours.
Yeah, that's not an issue, but I believe the participants are also becoming less because they usually think that it's for 1 hour. So they
Oh, okay.
accordingly, yeah.
I understand.
So no worries. So before we conclude today's session, we would like to kick off a poll and encourage all the participants to kindly provide their feedback. So Mr. Ravi, we are having some questions. I think one or two we can take before we close.
Yeah.
I'll just.
Sure, absolutely.
So the question is, LinkedIn is evolving. New features and trends usually emerge. So how do we stay updated and adapt strategies to align with the changes on the platform?
See,
Question.
LinkedIn, besides LinkedIn, like I said, no, the tool like Octopus, there are also other tools also coming in every day. And to be honest with you, I don't research any of these tools. But what happens, I tell you, since I'm so regular on LinkedIn, I'm an influencer on LinkedIn, people connect with me. So there is a software which is coming up right now, which is specially being made for LinkedIn, like to do a lot of, and they want me to endorse it. So once you become an influencer, you automatically start attracting information. Like, people start want you to look at the information. So you start using it. That is the advantage. And of course, the other thing is keep attending workshops. I'm telling you guys, I till today, like I'm 53 years old, 34 years in this business right now. I still today attend workshops. Like if Faisal tells me like like when I look at the workshop, if Faisal sends me, I'll just go and randomly attend. If I have time, I'll just listen. कुछ ना कुछ सीखने को जरूर मिलता है. There are so many workshops happening which charge you 200 rupees, 250 rupees, 100 rupees, 99 rupees. Yeah, sometimes people tell me, they're so cheap. अरे भाई 19 अटेंड कर लो ना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? When you're sitting in the car, going the train, listen to people. आपको एक पॉइंट मिल जाएगा. अच्छा, And I've done for LinkedIn myself back in those days. I had done 2, 3, 4, 5 workshops like this, like where young guys, 26-year-old guys were talking about LinkedIn, how they use technology, and I use all of that, like how to create my name in the beginning, how to do small write up of my name. But ultimately, what happened for me was honestly, people learn all these techniques, but they are not able to implement it because problem is content writing, and that is the reason I was focusing on content. And I designed something which said, gives ready content to people so that they can just go and post. Otherwise, आप सब कुछ सीख जाओगे, but last में the problem is time. How do you create this content? That becomes a big challenge. And other option of researching is just Google. Just Google what is the latest on LinkedIn. Like October, something I found myself. Like how do I reach? So I do very simple things. I'll tell you. I write, how can I reach 5,000 CEOs on LinkedIn at one go? This is the kind of messages I type on Google. If you want something, just type it as it is on Google. Suddenly it threw up Octopus, and I never knew Octopus was there. I started using it maybe last 1.5 years back. I didn't know. Okay, इतना बड़ा एक software है जो it's just so easy to use. I didn't know that. But then it threw up. Then I started exploring. I started went to YouTube, studied about it, and it's damn easy to use. In fact, right now while we're talking, there are 900 messages going out there to some CEOs on my other laptop. I designed something else for them, and there's a separate message going out for them. I'm talking to you guys, but on my other laptop, my laptop actually. So that's why Faisal in the beginning you confused. My name appears as Jyoti Nair. That's my wife's laptop. So all of you guys also must have got confused. So my laptop, this is happening on the back end. I don't have to be there. Octopus is doing his work. So you understand, adopt tools. Whatever tools you get in your hand, usko study karo, use karo, and maximize your effort on LinkedIn. आपको जॉब अब मांगने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी दोस्त. I'm telling you, it will come walking to you.
Absolutely, Mr. We'll take one last question. That is for professionals who are not necessarily looking to become influencers, but want to enhance their presence on social media. What fundamental practices would you recommend?
Same thing. See, whether you want to enhance your presence on, influencer just say tag given. Influencer just say sort of brand name given, and that is the reason most people are scared of it. Influencer never. So बहुत बड़ा नहीं बनने. Once influence is all about somebody who has a lot of presence on a particular platform. Like Shah Rukh Khan has a lot of presence on the media, on the big screen. That is why Shah Rukh Khan. Like there are a lot of OTT channels where there are a lot of small actors who are very popular, making a lot of money. Now they're popular on OTT channels, right? So you keep that word influencer away from you. Influencer ko lamba rakho. Ask yourself, tell yourself, I don't want to become an influencer. I want to be more popular on LinkedIn. So how will you become popular? Writing content, simple, posting content, right? And not complicated content. Like I give you that sheet, of thing. People, which bothers people a lot. Emotional intelligence, negativity, all this really helps people a lot. Because it affecting everybody on the daily basis. And plus, in that, if you want to add expertise of yours, like HR expertise, like you are like somebody knows about provident funds, stuff like that, you can write something about provident fund in between and so give some tips and answers to that. That's all fine. But my personal, this is topics like which I showed you, emotional intelligence, stuff like that. There are 40, 50 topics. If I'll send a screenshot to Faisal, he can share it with all of you. Those kind of topics really work on LinkedIn. Everybody's suffering from that. So forget being an influencer. Keep that on the side. Just to create a presence on LinkedIn, you have to have good content. Just post nice content, photograph, write something nice about it. Right? And if you want help, you have my number. Just drop your WhatsApp. I can just guide you a little bit on that. But keep that influencer word both in लोग ने heavy कर दिया. Right? You feel like it's a big crown, something like that. Nothing like that.
Thank you, Mr. Ravi, for sharing your insights and expertise on becoming a LinkedIn influencer. Your responses have provided valuable guidance and inspiration for our audience.
Thank you.
We are
Faisal.
confident that our participants have garnered valuable insights and significant takeaways from this session. Thanks again for the stimulating and enlightening discussion. As we approach the conclusion of today's session, it's imperative to express our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed event partners, Geisha, NASCOM COE, LinkedIn Local, Talgro, TLE, and WICCI. Their unwavering support has been instrumental in making these HREI events possible. For further information about these associations, we encourage you to explore the provided links in the chat window. Thank you once again, dear speaker and our participants, for joining us today. Do join us for our next masterclass tomorrow. As we conclude today's webinar, we appreciate your participation. Stay safe, take care, and we eagerly anticipate our next interaction. Goodbye for now. See you soon.
Thank you, Faisal. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.